Today I wanted to talk about how and why I ended up retiring early at 62. Today we're actually heading up to, was it Codfish Falls Trail, I think, up in the Sierra Nevada mountains, where there's supposed to be a little waterfall there in the spring or a little bit later in the spring. So I'm not sure what we're going to be able to see getting up there. So that's where we're heading out today. But back to the retirement part, I'm going to have to go back a little bit to really kind of tell this whole story here, back toward the beginning of our marriage relationship, probably over 20 years ago now, where we were praying about some things and we were trying to figure some things out in our life, and we felt like what we were hearing, where we were being led, was to cut back on some lifestyle in order to have more life. At that time, Jennifer and I both were working full-time jobs. We've been working at our jobs for quite a while, so we had a pretty good income coming in, but we were still living paycheck to paycheck at that time because of we were in a lot of debt, had a lot of payments and all that kind of stuff going on. So the way that was going to look was, ended up she was going to come home from work, not really even knowing that our third son, youngest son, was going to be coming along, but she was going to take care of everything at the house while I worked, and all the projects, chores, things like that. She was going to homeschool and raise our son during the day. So there was a lot on her plate, which I kind of know a little bit more about now, how much that actually was. But that was our thing, that rather than us both working and having more lifestyle by having more money, she was going to take care of all the project chores and things, so that on the weekends, vacations, holidays, and everything like that, we'd be able to do more fun things, do things, rather than have more things and more money and all that. So we've been doing that for quite a while, and at one point I had surgery in both my shoulders. I couldn't go back to my job, and we ended up, long story short, started running Christian adventure films as a non-profit ministry. That's our other YouTube channel, the name of it. We had been working on that, and we thought it would be a good time to go into that. So we did that for almost 10 years. And then it came to a point where I needed to go back to work. We needed some money because we really didn't feel comfortable asking for people for money or charging for money on a ministry thing. So that brought us up to where I went back to work, bringing some more money in. But then in, I believe it was 2018 to 2020, and all of a sudden, we had a little bit of room, but then all of a sudden we didn't, and any kind of rent increases or increases in our budget were just going to kill us. So we needed to figure something out. So we started looking at things for her to work from home, and it was basically she's going to have to work like crazy for where it came out to be pretty much less than minimum wage in order to make that happen. So going back to her former work, which was in a law office, was going to be a lot more money per hour. And so we went through all the spreadsheeting and praying. Well, actually, there was another issue in that, where my mom was starting to need some help. And we prayed about that and felt like, being family, that's something we should do. So we started trying to figure out how we were going to do that. And through the spreadsheeting and everything, we looked and saw that I would be making as much money with my small pension that had taken at 55, and then taking Social Security. I'd be making as much, maybe even a little bit more than I was making while I was working. So instead of her being at home with no income coming in, doing all that work, we'd kind of switch, because she could make more money than I could at her job than I could as a delivery driver, yet doing all the stuff at home, I would have 2 incomes coming in. So that looked like that was going to be the plan. And that's how we actually got to the point of where I decided to retire early, because it looked like we were going to actually have more money by me retiring than not. So it just kind of seemed like a no-brainer that we were going to go down that road there.
While I'm working with the ability to bring extra income in, I'm really hoping to get the travel bug out of my system, go and see places I haven't seen, and do that while I'm going to feel like doing that. Once I retire, I may not feel like doing that. So trying to raise up funds to do that while I'm working.
Right now, while Jennifer is working and I'm retired, actually, I'm not really thinking of it as being actually fully retired yet, because there is a lot of work trying to do all that stuff myself. But right now, it's kind of nice. She's working from home while she's still kind of trying to fully recover from her chemo treatments going through cancer. And I think she's pretty excited. She's got a lot of hair coming in right now after losing it all with the chemo. It's always cool heading out on the trip, just being able to see the scenery and just knowing that you're going to a cool place that's peaceful, relaxing, getting outside and getting some sun. It is amazing how clear this water is. How you doing, hon?
Good, except the trail is so narrow, I really haven't taken in the view very much. I'm too busy making sure I don't fall off the cliff and I don't touch any poison oak.
Here in a creek now, so I don't know if that is going to be the waterfall or what, but there is a little creek going on down there, keeping away from that poison oak, hun.
I'm trying to.
Yeah, here we come. I can see part of it.
I want to touch the water, but I'm afraid to get too close and find slippery rock.
Yeah, you don't want to step in that slime, that's for sure.
Yeah.
What do you think? Is this worth it?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, I think this was a nice hike and it was definitely worth it. This waterfall is pretty cool. Can't even get the whole thing in one shot, really. There's a big one, a bigger cascade here, and then a couple more down there. But it'd be interesting to hear from you guys in your retirement, or even if you're not retired, what your favorite little hikes are, favorite little places, to hear the stories of whatever it is that got you to retire early, or whenever you retired, what the reasons were, how and why. This is nice. A little bit of a workout even, too. Okay, we just had a major accident coming back. She yells and I turn around and she's running down this hill right here. I thought she saw a bee and a bee was chasing her. And then I tried to catch her and she slipped and fell and skinned her arm up and her head, like skinned it up and everything. Scared the heck out of me. I didn't know what was going on. I turn around, she's running like full blast down the hill. And then slipped, and then I didn't know what happened. Was she hit her head, and oh my gosh.
I can't see what I'm doing.
Got her leg and knee and everything too. Wow. And what were you just thinking before that happened?
Everything is awesome. Life is but a dream. I'm doing great. Poof.
Wow.
A blink of an eye, people. A blink of an eye.
I'm going to be having to watch you closer now. Whoa.
Oh,
No.
I got a goose egg on my head.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hey, I wouldn't be rubbing it. It's bleeding too.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I
And-
asked if it was bleeding and you said no.
No.
Do you
Well,
just-
it's like scraped.
Not a
It's-
gusher.
That guy's cool. It's not very big.
If you shoo him towards me, I will be very upset with you.
But until next time, Lord willing, Skateboarder Retirement Edition out.